Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. How are you? How are you? I'm going to just do the usual. I'm going to pull you up on the big screen here so that I can see what everybody's talking about. I hope you're well. I have to be honest, this is the first time I'm pretty sure it's the first time maybe this week that I've put on makeup and done my hair and gotten dressed all at the same time. I'm not totally sure. So anyway, feels good. Feels good to be here. You guys are kind of going to see a little bit of my mess behind me here this way. I've got a little bit going on in here, a lot going on in here. Good morning. Hey, Tanya. Hi, Margie. Good afternoon. You must be somewhere that's ahead of us in time. Tell us where you are. Hey, Mom. Hi, Carrie. Yeah, I've got lots going on here. I have the camera kind of tilted up a little bit. You can see a little bit of the mess behind me, but that is like 5 different layout projects on the go. But the floor is covered in boxes. I'm actually like dodging things to get in and out of here, which is really exciting because that means that so much new stock is coming in. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Hi, Scott. Hey, Heather. Hey, Sonia. Thank you. This is actually a dress, Sonia. This is actually a really cute, it's like ruffly. I don't know if you can kind of see. It's like layered ruffle dress. Isn't that fun? I actually just got a couple of new dresses. In the summer, I love wearing dresses. So I like short A-line dress. Not short, but just above the knee A-line dresses. So I just got this new one and it's pretty cute. Hey, this is all like embroidery right here. Good morning. Happy Sunday, Adele. Hi, everyone. Yeah, so you guys, I just got a huge order of stock in. I haven't been able to get through all of it. I'm going to finish, I think, all of it by tomorrow. But so many good things coming in. A lot of restock. So all the albums are restocked now. I got like 10 new thicker packs. So those are going on the website. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everyone. Hey, Carla. Hi, Michelle. Hey, everyone. So yeah, lots of new stock. Some really exciting things. I have 2 new creative kits. They're live. They're on the website, and I'm going to go through them with you today. Thanks, Heather. Good morning. Oh, Deborah, good morning. I am so excited. Scott or Alex and I, when we checked the mail, we haven't checked the mail super regularly, but we got the most beautiful cards from you in the mail. Thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. Alex gets so excited when mail comes with his name on it, because of course it never does when you're a kid, but he got so excited. So Deborah, thank you so much. We actually have a list of thank you cards here that we're slowly trying to work through. He's done school this week. Alex actually went back to school recently. He started out with just a few hours a day. And he's been doing really, really well. He came home and napped for like 3 hours a day for the first several days. He's not putting, he wasn't putting in full days, but their school's done this week. They're just in exams right now, which he actually isn't taking his exams, just because he missed pretty much all of third term. But he's going when he can, and then when they're done school, we're gonna finish all the thank you cards. So you will be hearing from us again as well. But thank you again. It's such a treat to get things in the mail like that. You guys are so sweet. So anyway, yes, tons of new stock, 2 new creative kits that are live right now. I'm going to go through them with you. I'm going to show them on the overhead camera so you guys can see them close up. I really appreciate that, Deborah. Really, it means so much. We're more grateful than you guys realize, for all of the love that we've gotten through Alex's, health issues. So thank you. Things like that really mean so much. So we really appreciate it. Yeah. So the other cool new thing, so the new creative kits I'm going to show you, but I have a list here again. I always make a list every Sunday because I don't want to forget telling you guys things. So the two new creative kits, I'm going to go through them with you. You're going to totally love them both. They're fantastic. One's Echo Park, one's Cartabella. And so all the new thickers are going to go on the website, but I feel like it's at least 50 or more new cardstock colors. So all the new cardstock, it takes a long time to add to the website, but I am going to finish that up tonight. So all the new cardstock is going to get added tonight. And what we've done actually, which is really cool, and I'm really excited about it, and I think you guys will be too, all of our cardstock has always been able to be purchased in packs of 10. So you choose 10 of the same color. And we've done that for a few reasons. Being an online shop, of course, you guys know I've had a brick and mortar. I had a brick and mortar store for years and years where we sold single sheet everything. I didn't want to do that again. So part of the reason, we've got our kits. We don't sell a lot of single stock. I don't sell any single sheet paper. It's a bit of an inventory nightmare. And so we were doing the 10 sheets, which is awesome and it's great. Oh, good. Thanks, Heather. But what I'm going to do is we're switching all the cardstock to 5 sheet packs. So the price is going to change, obviously, and you're going to be able to maybe choose more colors and maybe not feel like you have, that pretty blue. You might not want 10 sheets of it, and I totally understand that. So we're switching all the cardstock to 5 sheet packs, which I think will be really fun for you, and then it'll allow you to get more colors. But like I said, and then we've got I think it's at least 50. It might even be more. I won't know until I sit down and kind of go through the sheets. But yeah, so we're going to do 5 sheet packs. And I think that that'll really be helpful for you to kind of build up your color stash at home with your cardstock. So that's really exciting. And that will start tomorrow. Like I said, I'm the only one here doing this. Let's be honest. Deneen is amazing, and Deneen does all my stuff at home. And Trina does a bunch of things for us at home as well. They both do a lot of the computer work. But the stock, that's all me. So I'm looking around. I think there's 12 boxes of stock that I'm kind of moving around, and that's not all of it. We're getting more and more. So I'm kind of trying to prep for the new store opening because obviously we have a bigger space. So I've got lots of room. So we've got space to fill. So anyway, so that is all the stock. So today, go check out those new kits. Grab them if you like them. I'm going to show them to you here in the overhead camera so that you get a bit of a close-up. Good morning. Hi, good morning, everyone. And then, like I said, the new thickers and the new cardstock, that'll all be on the website by tomorrow. Okay, what else have I got? Okay, the last live. So I didn't do a live last week, obviously, but the week before was our circle page where we did all those circles with the photos at the bottom, which I just loved. And you guys just totally jumped in on that sketch. Your pages were amazing. I've loved looking through all of them. But the winner of that layout from 2 weekends ago is a $10 coupon code. So you get $10 off your next purchase on the website. And the winner of that was Gwen White. So Gwen, congratulations. If you're on here, you now have $10 off your next purchase. And I will email you with your coupon code so that you can go ahead and put that in on your next purchase. Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning. So that's the winner. Now, talking about the winner from today. So if you do work on the sketch today, you have all week to do it, and you post in either our Making Memories, our Jennifer Edwardson Making More Memories, Facebook group, or on your own social media. Remember though, if you post on your own social media, you have to tag the business because it's the only way that we can see that you've posted. So make sure that you post if you do create a layout based on today's sketch. And if you do, your name will be entered into a draw for this prize. This is amazing. I'm so excited. I've got some really fun prizes coming up. This is an Echo Park die and stamp set. So this is called I Love Summer. So you get all these amazing little stamps. I think you guys can see that. I'll hold that up. All these fun little stamps. And then it also has a die set on the back, a coordinating die set. Okay, so that is the prize for this week. If you make a layout and you post it by next weekend, then you will get your name drawn for that. So that's exciting. Good morning. Oh, hey, Zelda. Okay, I think that was all. I just wanted to check on my list here. New kits, winner, new prize, cardstock in sets of 5, which is really cool. Okay, do you guys want to get scrapbooking? Let's get scrapbooking. I'm going to go ahead and push this over here. Here is the layout that I created on this week's sketch. So this is going to be really fun, you guys. You have to get your thinking caps on. It's not that hard, but we're going to do a little bit of fun cutting for the back of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll get started. I actually wrote down the measurements. Usually I just keep them in my brain, but some of these I just want to make sure that I'm showing you so that it makes sense in your brain. Oh, hey Carol, how are you? Oh, good. I'm so glad that it helps get you motivated. That's awesome. That's the goal. I want you guys to just get crafty. Okay, so if you can see from this, just gonna put my trimmer down here. So I've got the 12 by 12 cardstock base, and then here is where our 6 pattern papers come in. So you can see there's all these fun angles. So they're not just set strips right across from side to side. We've got some really fun little angles. So more narrow on this side, more wide on this side, and then opposite. And we're gonna build that base first, and then we're gonna go ahead and put all of this on top. So this I used the Some Days collection. Oh, thanks, Carrie. This was the Some Days collection by Pink Fresh Studio, which I really, really love. I love the weight of their paper. It's so fun. And then I added in one of our die cuts from our cut file, our border bundle. So this is one of the floral ones from the border bundle, and I backed that up. Oh, congratulations. Yeah. Hi, Glenn. Good. I'm glad you're here. I will send you that email with your code for you to use it on your next purchase. So this is, like I said, this is from our border bundle. And then I just backed this, added a few little enamel dots, and used that as well on the layout. And then added a few in the die cuts and things like that in here as well. And this is actually one of Emma's horses. This was a heartbreaker for her. This is one of her favorite mares, and we actually have the baby, her first and only baby actually. And she sold her when she was down in Wellington, in Florida. So it's been a little bit, hurts my heart a little bit to scrapbook photos, but I want to make sure I get all of these in with this special mare. Anyway, okay, so that's the layout, and I am going to go through it with you. So get out your 12 by 12 cardstock base, okay? Oh, hey, Cynthia, that's awesome. I'm glad that you took a break and came on over to say hello. Yeah, there's tons of online scrapbooking events going on these days, for sure. Well, I'm glad that you guys took time to pop on over. Oh, Heather, are you using that kit too? That's awesome. That seems really bright, you guys. I turned on my light to make it a little brighter for you, but I almost think that's almost too bright. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to just pull this out. I'm going to set this guy aside. And maybe I'll actually move that right over and get this right on your page. Okay, so I'm using white cardstock again for the base of this layout. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is where your 6 pattern papers come in, okay? So your 6 pattern papers, you're going to cut them different sizes, and I'm going to show you how I did them, okay? So the first one here at the top, this one, you can see I've got more narrow on the right edge, okay? But the left edge is 2, so they're all by 11.5, okay? The width of all 6 pieces is by 11.5. Okay, so remember that, maybe mark that down beside you. 11.5 is the width of all of these pattern papers, okay? Because we want to see that cardstock edge around our whole base that we're building. So your first piece is 2 by 11.5. So that's going to be how you're going to cut it first, okay? And we're going to cut all 6 pieces before we adhere these down. Okay, so keep that in mind. We're going to cut all 6 of these pattern papers before. So they're all by 11.5. The first one is 2 by 11.5. Okay, the second one is going to be 2.5 by 11.5. Okay, so if you're marking these down, So 2 by 11.5, 2.5 by 11.5. Then your next one, don't cut your angles yet, okay? But your next one is another 2 by 11.5. Okay, so 2, 2.5, and 2. Then we've got a 2 3/4 by 11.5. Okay, a 2 3/4 by 11.5. Then we've got another 2. And then you've got a 3. Okay? So I'm going to go through that again. If you're marking those down and you're cutting these, okay? So don't feel super panicked, but I'm going to tell you these numbers again while you're cutting them, okay? So your top, so remember, they're all by 11.5. So that gives you that really nice border of your cardstock. So this top one, this School Life one, this is 2 inches by 11.5. 2.5 is your next one. 2. 2 3/4 is this star. 2 is this angled stripe. And 3. Okay? So get all of those pieces cut to 11.5. Okay, so you got your 6 pieces. They're all different widths. Now, remember, ladies, while you're doing this, these are all the measurements I'm giving you because this is how I did it, right? So this is a sketch that allows you to really play around if you want. You can do it straight. You don't have to do angled cuts if you don't want to. You could do different widths. If you had 8 pattern papers you wanted to use instead of 6, that's totally an option too. So these measurements that I'm giving you is just because that's how I cut them. Okay, so just remember that whenever we're doing these sketches, I create the sketches and then I build the layout because it's an interesting process the way I do it. Some people do their layout first and then create a sketch on it. I don't. I sketch the idea that I have and then I create the layout based on it, which is why also I know lots of times ladies have commented and they're like, oh, but that's not exactly how the sketch was. Totally not. So sketches are just jumping off points, right? They're just ideas. They're just starters. So these are the measurements that I used for my layout, and that's what I'm giving you to get this layout done. But remembering, if you want to use this sketch again, or if you want to change it up today and you have more patterns you want to work with, or you have less patterns, if you only wanted to do, say, 4 patterns, then your widths would be different, right? Okay, so don't be afraid to change things up. These are just the way that I did them, but it's all just inspiration. It's all just to get you scrapbooking, right? So don't be afraid to change things up. I totally just noticed, side note, look at this nail. I totally just chipped this morning. I had them all fancy and colored to match my dress, and I chipped it already. Just did them yesterday. Oh well, such is life. I'm going to be a gardener though, so I'm going to have to get used to probably chipped fingernails. Did you guys see all of that on my stories? My gosh, our garden is out of control. Out of control. It is so big. It is so big, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to talk to you about that more in just a minute, but I want to get you guys started. So you've got all of your measurements here, right? So first thing I did on this one is I took the bottom off. I angled my bottom up. So my pattern is still going to stay straight across the top, right? But I'm going to angle up from this 2-inch corner down here, and I'm just going to take a little bit off. So I'm going to just show you how I did that. Okay. Oh, thanks, Scott. Okay, let's use my fingers here. So all I did, so you got your 2-inch piece. I wanted this pattern showing and I wanted my angle piece to be taken off the top. So I just flipped my pattern over, okay? What I did is 2 inches. I've got my 2-inch corner, my right edge corner right on my cut line. And all I did was move my pattern over so that my bottom left corner was at 1 1/4. So do you see how I did that? So my top is at the 2, so I put it in straight to start. This is my cut line, right? And then all I did, I kept my top the same. I had my top right corner in my cut line. And then my bottom left corner, I went to 1 1/4. I didn't want a ton taken off, but I just wanted that little angle put on there. Okay, so do you see how I've got top right corners in my cut line, bottom left corner is on my 1 1/4. And then I just went ahead and I just cut, okay? And then that, when I opened it up, gave me that cool angle that I wanted. Okay, does that make sense? Everybody's got that? Okay, so then we're not going to angle this second one. Okay, so remember we've got this angled one here. This one, my rulers, I'm not angling that one, I'm leaving that one. But then my third piece, my next 2-inch piece, I want to angle, but I want to angle it in the opposite direction. Okay, so remember I wanted this one up, so I flipped my pattern paper over. So the pattern I wanted showing was down to my trimmer. This one, I'm going to keep the pattern I want showing up on my trimmer. Okay, so then this one, I went ahead, I put it in my trimmer. There it's at the 2. And same thing. I kept my top right corner on the cut line, and my bottom left corner is on the 1 1/4. Right? And then I just cut. And then that gave me the angle that I was looking for. Okay. My next piece, my 2 3/4 inch piece, I'm not cutting this one. Okay. I'm going to show you how we start putting all this together, but you're not going to cut your 2 3/4 on an angle. Okay. You're going to leave that one wide. Then your next piece, so your 5th piece, which is also a 2-inch piece. This one, there we go. I've got this angle as well. So here I'm coming down on this side. So do you see how as we start layering this, I've got my narrow here, then I have the illusion of narrow next. And then I have my narrow on the right, and then the illusion of the narrow is on the left. This one I'm going to cut narrow on the right, gives me the illusion of more narrow on the left. Okay, so you can see how we're building that, right? So then this one, same thing. You got your 2-inch piece. I've got my diagonal stripe up. Going to keep my top right corner. Oops, I don't think you can see that. I'm going to keep my top right corner on the cut line, shift it over so my bottom left's on the 1 1/4, and then go ahead and cut. Okay? So simple as that. Okay? Oh, Cynthia, yeah, no, that is why I do these kinds of layouts, because I know that so much pattern can be so intimidating. But when you know, that's the thing, like with my creative kids, there's so many amazing patterns in these collections. I really want to make sure that you girls are using them, right? Because sometimes it can be super, super hard to figure out how to put all these patterns on one page. But like same thing here. I mean, this layout, this had so many patterns. You know what? This lemon pattern had nothing to do with the horse, but how much fun and how pretty is it? And those colors are so beautiful. And everything goes together. It's from the same collection, so totally all the colors match, right? You know that every color in the collection, they go together. So it's okay to put all these pattern papers together, right? It's okay. You can definitely put all these back. This was pictures of horses. This is always something that we talk about so much in classes, in-person classes. We talk so much about how your pattern paper doesn't always have, like I didn't have to have horsey pattern paper for these photos, right? Like how beautiful. This is Emma and her mare, right? So her girl horse and Emma. So I've got all these bright fun colors with these florals. They were in Florida, right? So lots of fruit and bright colors and flowers. It was sunshiny. So all of the things went. It really worked well together. And when you look at this, you still see those photos first. That's the whole thing, right? We're making these beautiful artistic pattern places for all of our memories, but we still want the photos to be the focus, and the photos still are the focus on this, right? And part of that, when I talk about matting your photos or sanding the edges of your pattern paper, like I sanded all the edges of these patterns, and that even just helps giving a little bit of a breakup border for those patterns, right? So just all those little tips can really help you get used to using so many patterns on a page. Okay, so hopefully this gives you a bit of a better jump start onto trying to use lots of patterns on your page. Okay, so now we've got all of our patterns cut, and then we're just going to lay them out exactly the way we want them. Okay, so I know that because of the cuts I did, I know I'm going to have that perfect border all the way around. So I want to get everything just lined up the way I want. So you can see this is kind of coming up underneath here, but I'm just touching up at the top over on the right, okay? And then I want to get this one kind of where I think I want it. And then I'm going to come in here because I know there. I'm going to have that one right there. Then I go ahead, hold it all in place, get my stars in. Then I'm going to want to put my 3-inch one down at the bottom. Like your top and your bottom are obviously your most important ones because that's going to be where you're going to build everything else off of, right? And then this guy, I can go ahead, make sure I've got it straight and all my edges meet, right? So that's the way that I want it. Now I'm just going to start laying it all down. Morning, Carolyn. Sorry, I think I just totally shook the camera. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm just going to start laying them down. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with this bottom one because I know that that's, there's no angles on that. Oh, I hate it when that happens. There's no angles on this paper. And I know that I want it right in this bottom that gives me the same space at the bottom and the same spacing on the sides. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that one down. Okay. So then this one, I want to make sure that I'm just in this corner here, right? Because this is where I've got this. So now what I start doing, because I know where I want them all, is now I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to kind of go like this. And then I'm going to take this one up. I know that this is where I want this guy. I'm going to come in here like this. This one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run my adhesive along the top. And then I can go in after. Don't want to get my hair in the way here. I can go in after and add more adhesive, but I want to make sure that I'm getting everything where I want it. So see, I've got my corners there. I'm going to go ahead, flip this up, get that stuck down. And then this guy, I can go ahead and adhere on totally in full because all my other pieces are where I want them. So this one, and then this guy goes here. Okay, makes sense? So now I'm just going to kind of flip this way. I'm going to come in and go, okay, great. I can stick that one down. And then the adhesive from all these other ones have really held down all the other spots. And there's your base. Cool, hey? Super simple. Like, it just takes a quick second. You just have to do a little bit of thinking in there, but nothing too crazy. Like, that's not a ton of math, right? Oh, thanks, Carolyn. Can I go over the angle measurements again? Absolutely. So this one was 2 inches. I'm going to give you the widths first. Hey, Kristen. Hi, good afternoon where you are. 2 inches. Next one was 2.5 inches, 2 inches, 2 3/4, 2, and 3. Okay? But remember, when you go ahead and put your pattern paper in, your top right corner is going to be on your cut line, right? Top right corner on your cut line. I'm not going to cut these, but top right corner on your cut line, and then your bottom comes over to the angle that you want. So top right corner was on, and you're only cutting your 2-inch ones. Remember, Carol? So you're only cutting your 2-inch ones. So 2, 2, and 2. Those are the only ones that we actually put an angle on. The other ones are just all their width. Okay, they're all by 11.5. So you want your 2-inch corner, you want it on your cut line, and you're going to shift your bottom so that your bottom left corner is at 1 1/4 on your trimmer. Okay, so this obviously isn't wide enough. So your top right corner is on your cut line, your bottom left corner is on 1 1/4. Does that make sense? And then you're going to cut. Okay, and then we're just going to do our layering. I did see a piece that I wanted to adhere down here up in this top here. I'm going to go ahead and just stick a little adhesive under there. Stick that guy down. Okay, so that's where you should be. Are we all on the same page? We're all getting it? Getting it all stuck down? Because then the rest is easy. The rest is super, super easy. So the rest is your mats for your photos, right? So this layout had two 4x6 vertical layout photos on it. So my photo mats are 1/4 of an inch larger than the size of my photo. I totally keep shaking this camera. I am so sorry. So 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 are your mats. Okay. And then this little strip in the middle here, so this little pattern paper, this is just this blue and white horizontal lined pattern. That piece is 1 by 6 1/4. Okay, so your photo mats, photos are 4 by 6, photo mats are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And that little strip separating them is 1 by 6 1/4. Did that answer your questions, Carol? You're good? You getting all those cut and stuck down? Okay. Okay, so those are the measurements for your photo and your photo separator. Okay, and then at the bottom here, and you'll see it on the sketch a little bit more clearly than you see on this page, but you'll see I've got this pattern underneath here. You can see it's like white and yellow. It's got some grid on it right here. That piece actually on my school layout is actually going to be this piece. So this one I did not border punch. I did on this one just because I'm going to flip it up, and I really love the stars and it works really well with the school layout. But this piece here, it's kind of overlapping the bottom of your photos and photo mats, and that piece is 1.5 by 10. Okay, so by 10, it only goes to here. It's slightly overlapping on either side for the width of your photos. Okay. 1.5 by 10. I'm going to show you where I put that in a second. Okay. And then whatever border piece you decide to use, for me, I'm using the orange ruler that went with this pattern. I'm bringing that down here on the school layout. But on here, remember, I used that strip, one of the cut files from our border bundle cut file set. So this floral one, and I raised it up, and that just gave me a really great spot to tuck in a bunch of different embellishments all in here. Up on top, some enamel dots. I've got some layered journaling spots in here that I kind of put in. And then this middle piece gave me a great place to put my date, right? So April 2021. I didn't want it to be super standish outish. I didn't want you guys jumping off the page and taking away from the photos, but doing it with same blue was really cool there. And then I've got a little spot of embellishments up in this top corner as well. Okay, so that's how we're going to start laying this out. So this layout that I'm making, this school one, I'm actually doing this for Alex's like end of school photos, and I haven't, well, I've taken a few, but I don't know if I've taken the ones that I'm going to use on this layout. So he has to wear formal next week, so I think I might wait because I love seeing him in his number 1 uniform. So I think I'm going to wait, and I'm going to use those photos on this layout. So this is just where you kind of want to just figure out where it is that you want them. You might want them up a little bit further or down a little bit further, but I'm just going to kind of get my layout. See, this is where I'm going to do where I've got the stars flipped up this way, which is different, but you can see that my little piece overlaps. So this is the 1.5 by 10. Mine, of course, looks a little more narrow on here because I did do that border punch. And then I am going to raise this up with 3D foam. I'm going to do that as well. So I am going to stick all this down, but I'm just going to make sure I don't have any adhesive under here so I can just tuck those photos in when I decide which ones I'm going to use. And I am going to raise this up as well. So I'm just going to grab some 3D foam and get started on that. Ooh, look, a nice new sheet. That's always very exciting to me when I have a nice new sheet of 3D foam. Okay, I'm going to pop these off for a second, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to tack these down first. So this one, so all of this is flat. The only thing that's raised on this layout for me is the border that I'm going to put on and some of the embellishments. Okay, so without leaning over and getting my head in the camera there, I'm going to stick that one down and go this one next. But you can raise whatever you want. And you know what, ladies, too, this would actually be really fun with some smaller photos too. Like you could go ahead and do this kind of photo block section with some 3x4s. You could do 4 3x4 horizontal photos very easily. Just stack them on top of each other. So you could use the same size mats, but you could sand the edges of the photos for separation. You could say raise these two up or raise these two up, keep a couple flat, couple raised, and have 4 3x4 photos in there if you wanted. You could easily do that. So you could definitely change up the photo sizes, no problem, to get some different photos on here. Okay. Thanks, Jennifer. Thank you. It's a fun one. Okay, so this is where I want to be able to tuck those photos in. So I'm just gonna put some adhesive along the bottom of this die, so it's ready for me. So remember too, right? You don't have to, like, if you have photos ready that work for the layout, well then scrapbook them. I mean, that's the whole idea. But if you aren't quite sure what you want to use, just trying to decide what I want to do. I think I might actually run this along the bottom of this diagonal piece. Yeah, if you're not sure what photos you want to use, just put little photo markers down. And you can add your photos after, right? The whole thing is we just want to get crafty. We want to get creative, have fun making the projects. That's the best part, is if we can have fun while we're doing it, right? It shouldn't be a chore. But then also making sure that you go back and put your photos on, right? Because the whole idea is to get your memories into albums. We want to get these things written down for us to be able to look back through and reminisce, but also for our families, for generations to come, right? We want them to be able to look back and see. So God, memory keeping is such an amazing passion that we all share. And it's just, I love the art of it and being able to create. I cut my nails and I can't get these sticker things off now. We all love doing it, right? It's so fun. It's therapeutic. It's what we love to do. It's our hobby and our relaxing time. And for some of us, lucky enough to call it our career. And I'm so grateful to be able to have made this into a full-time job, which is amazing. But I also really just love it. I love creating, and that is just really important to remember too, is that we just, we need to have fun while we're doing it, and get your photos in there. But like I said, if you don't know what you want yet on your page, it's okay to just make it. And then now I've got this page all ready. This is gonna be so great. Then I can just put my photos in there. Sharon, this is one of our school days kits. So we had 2. I feel like one of them is sold out, but I know that I have several of the other ones. So they're both on the website. They're under Creative Kits, and you'll be able to find them on there, as well as our 2 new kits, which I'm going to show you here real quick. So that's it, right? Now I've got my space all ready, and then I can go ahead and I can add my title and all my embellishing in here and all my fun little bits and pieces to make it finished like this one. So, a little bit of thinking and cutting in the beginning, and then, then you have this really amazing, great background, right? That's super fun. And again, like we always say, you can shift these super easily. You could have your couple of borders going this way, and you can have horizontal photos in here very easily. You could make these pieces even smaller too, right? You could make it, say, by 9 or 10 instead of 11.5. You could make even just 4 pieces, have them go vertically. So again, I know it's a bit of a different sketch, but it's something that you definitely can use again and again, right? Super easy. You can definitely use those again. Oh, Allison, I'm glad. See, that's the thing too, right? Like, get in there, start using your product. We buy all these things, we need to use them. That's why I keep coming back to you guys and giving you these free classes so that you can get your product used. You want to use it. And then you don't feel so bad when you go to buy all the new creative kits, right? So I will get these photographed and get them up on the website for you this week as well. Um, did I adhere my pieces top to bottom or bottom to top? Yeah, no problem, Coralie. Kind of a mix. They were, because what you want to do is you want to, I put this bottom piece down first, but then this piece had to go down before this piece did. Does that make sense? So lay them all down, put this one down first, and then I kind of just picked up ends and started tacking them down because this one had to be underneath, this one had to be underneath. So your 3 angled pieces, those ones you're going to lay on over top. So it's a bit of a mix. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But lay them all out first, and these 3 angled pieces, they are going to kind of go on after, but get them where you want them, and you can just start tacking ends down so that you get them all where you want them. Okay, so I hope me doing it with you kind of helped with that. Okay, so those are those. Now, I want to show you these kits real quick so that you can see up close what is in them. I'm going to do the crafty one first. It's called Craft and Create, and it is so darn cute. You guys aren't even going to believe it. So this collection is by Carta Bella Paper Company. So Carta Bella makes a really very similar to Pink Fresh Studios. You know how we talk about the different, you can hear this actually. See how heavy of a weight that paper is? And it's got a really fun texture. So in this kit, you are getting 12 double-sided pattern papers. So you get the cut-aparts here. So they're all the different printed journaling pieces that you can use and layer on up. They're so adorable. Art is my therapy. There you go. That one's so fun. Make something pretty today. Handmade with love. This would be really cute as a tag on a gift. Now, remember, not every card is going to work for the kind of crafting you do, and that is A-okay, because look at that back. Isn't that yummy? I just love the multicolored stripes, so you can use that on anything, right? That doesn't have to be for anything in particular. So that's one pattern. If you're a seamstress or you love to sew, look at that vintage sewing machine. Oh my God, it's so adorable. The back is this beautiful gingham, and it's so fun. I love what they did. They didn't do completely straight lines, which I know probably sounds weird because y'all know how I love a straight edge. But they've got a little bit of movement to them, which makes me think of like a picnic table, which is so cute. This fun floral in the back is this beautiful navy white polka dot. These little spindles of thread with the needle and some florals, and then the back is this beautiful floral. So again, you might not be into the sewing portion, but you definitely can use that. Anybody can use that one, right? So fun. Some more cut aparts. These are the 4x4s. Let's make art. This is my happy place. I don't always craft. Oh wait, yes I do. Maker's Gonna Make. So really, really fun there. And then this multicolored button pattern, which is so cute. This, adorable. You can use that on anything. Absolutely anything. And then scissors. Look at all that. They're all different colored handled scissors. Love it. This floral, so fun. And then just a green on green tone pattern on the back. Then there's another cut apart. So this is their 4x6 sheet. So there's 6 of these. So again, this isn't your thing. Then you've got the ends of all of the little rolls of thread, which are really, really cute. And then this is so fun. All of the different words. I love patterns like this with tons of text. So all different fonts, all different colors, and all different crafty words. The back. Same, but in the blue, which I love. So you for sure can use that on anything. This, you guys know how much I love it. I love when companies do these where they're all different size cut aparts, because this gives you so many options. Like look at these tiny little 1x1 inch ones. And then they've got 1x2, like 2.5 by 2.5. This is probably about 2.5 by 3. So just super cute. All the different kind of tools for crafting, and then the back is just this really great grid. This is fantastic with all of the paint. So cute. And the back's this great polka dot. This actually reminds me of what's that game show? Price is Right, Plinko. I love these. Maybe it doesn't remind you of that, but it totally reminded me of that. All these multicolored circles. Of course, this great border strips paper. You know how I love a border strip. So you can use that for tons of things. And then this fabulous floral. You're going to get 6 great textured cardstocks. We've got a dark craft, a smooth white, this beautiful yellow. It's called chiffon. It's so pretty. This is like almost this corally color. It's called flamingo. How freaking pretty. And then this is night water. So this is a basil dotted Swiss, and then peacock. So you get those 6 colors of cardstock with all of your patterns. And then you also get the 12 by 12 cardstock sticker sheet, which is so good. There are 2 borders on here, fantastic. Look at this one with the measurements and then the floral. And they could not have stuck one more sticker on here, I don't think. It's just jam-packed, all the little bits. There's florals, little pins, buttons, paintbrush, even an embroidery hook. So cute. So love that. We put both packs of ephemera. So this one's the ephemera that's got all different titles and sayings, all different shapes in there. These are up close on the website too, everyone. So when you go onto the website, you'll be able to pull up big screen on your computer, and it'll show you each piece separately. And then the frames and tags as well, which I just love because you can just layer all of these so fun together. So those are both included. And then I also added in some new thickers. So these ones I just got in. They're called Memento White. They're a white foam, but they're a really thin letter, which I really love. So double-sided there. That's got 239 alphas in it for you. So that is that. So that is the Craft and Create kit that you're definitely going to want to have. I love documenting what I create. I think it's a really important part of what we do. So make sure you definitely get some of your hobby, your passion into your albums, because I think that that's a really fun thing to get in there for your family to look back on. So that is the Craft and Create Creative Kit, and that is on the website right now, and that is by Carta Bella. And then this one, oh, you guys, this is just so fantastic. So fantastic. So this is the Let's Go Camping collection from Echo Park Paper. So this is amazing. Like, and I know there is a ton of campers on here. I know that there's so many of you that love to camp, love to hike, love to be outside. You have to have this. This is such a great collection. So for this kit, we did this one a little bit differently. This has 13 patterns, but it's because I doubled one paper up for you. So the paper is a little different. It's still nice and thick. You can hear that, but it's not the same texture as Carta Bella. So it's very smooth on both sides. So your first pattern is this. Look at all the the boots and the there's an axe and a tent and your lantern and tree and campfire, marshmallow on a stick. So cute. Back is this great brown wood pattern. Yeah, Heather, I knew you'd love this. This is such a great collection. Totally up your alley. This is ridiculous. I love this so much. Look at the campers. Look at them. They're so freaking cute, you guys. The color palette for this collection is fantastic. I love it so much. The back, of course, is this great plaid, which you can use for anything. First cut apart. These are the 3x4 cut aparts. Again, really great pre-printed. If these don't necessarily work for you, the back is fantastic as well. So tone on tone with the really cool red color, and then the really dark one. It's got like bears and deer and Let's Go Exploring, campfire. So that's a great pattern to use for anything. Always, of course, a stripe. I like this one. I like how they did the different widths of stripes. So that's kind of fun. Back this is so great. So the stars, and there's little hints of red and gold and green in there as well. So that's really fun. This one, Constellations. I love this. The paper's actually called Life is a Journey. I really love this. It's so fun. And then the back is, that was the back. The front of this one is your tent with your campfire and some trees. So that is great. This is so cute. The moose and the deer and the bear and the trees. And then the back side of this is also cut aparts. Again, this is really great with the different sizes of the cut aparts so that you've got all different choices. And there's even a few borders up in here, like that border. For sure, I'm going to be using that. That's so cute. This one, oh, this is the front page. So this is like, look at all these little badges. I love all of this. So cute. Just stay wild. The great outdoors. Campers have s'more fun. So cute. And the back is this tonal green. And then this one I gave you two of. And if it's not your favorite, oh well, there's two great sides to it. But I really love this, and I thought this would be really, really great as a base for one of your papers. But the back is also really great. So if you use this as a base, this is your back. So your back is your all your just little triangles. So I wanted to give you two of those so that you had a chance to use this as a base, because I thought that would be really fun. Yeah, Cynthia, you totally do, for sure. So you get two of that pattern in this collection. This is so cute, the banners with everything hung. So you got the lanterns hung with the banners. And then the back is just this really great blue pattern. Another cut apart with some different sizes. The back is all the sleeping bags. Like, whoever designed this collection, I don't think it says it on here. It's probably on their website. But whoever the designer was did such a great job. And clearly they must be a camper themselves, because it's great. So tonal trees on there. And then look at all the backpacks. So great, hey? Absolutely, Sharon. Phenomenal for Father's Day. Absolutely. So great. Oh, and then that one, this is funny. This, you don't get this. This is actually from a Christmas project that I'm working on. Oh, that's so cute that I got that in there. Look. This is a sneak peek that's coming from a little Christmas page kit I'm working on. That shouldn't be in there. You don't get that one. Anyway, and then you get 6 cardstock, all in colors that work fantastic with the whole collection. So we got 2 greens, a brown, a dotted Swiss black, a light craft, and a red. Okay, and then your embellishments. 12 by 12 sticker sheet, which again, they've shoved pieces in every corner of the sticker sheet. So you get everything on here, like the weenie roast, the marshmallow roast, all the trees, all the lanterns, a paddle. So cute, you guys. It's just so cute. The other things that we added into this, both packs, again, of ephemera. So this is the ephemera die cut cardstock pieces. And then the frames and the tags, same thing on the website. You'll see these up close. This I added in. So this is different from the Craft and Create kit. So I added in the 6x6 arrow stencil. I love this. This would be an amazing background to do a little bit of mixed media and build a really cool base using this stencil. So you get that in the kit. And then I also added in the Twilight foam letter stickers. So I've carried these before. They have been in some of our kits in the past, but they are a fantastic thicker. And I love that it has the upper and lower case. So that is also included in that creative kit. So there you go, you guys. You have got 2 new beautiful kits to choose from, or both if you love them both. Their price points are really great. So lots of product in both of those kits, and those are on the website right now. Okay, so that, I think, is that. Oh, hi, good morning, Jamie. Yeah, so those are on the website now. Like I said, I'll, and then the cardstock and the thickers, they'll all be added here real quick. Not really quick. Cardstock takes a long time to add to the website, but it's coming. So, yeah, lots of fun new things. And like I said, if you are going to play along and you want to post what you created based on the sketch from today, remember you'll get your name put in for this stamp and die pack from Echo Park. It's called I Love Summer. It's a past collection. I think it was from maybe last year maybe. But anyway, I have this here for you, and one lucky crafter will get that. I am going to come back next weekend. We're around. We're not going anywhere. So I've got another sketch ready to go for you. So I think we'll meet online again next weekend. And yeah, make sure you come back this week. I'm going to be introducing the new design team. I'm really excited. I want to just say a congratulations again to our very first design team. This creative team I'm super excited about. Everybody's entries were amazing. Your applications were so beautiful, and I appreciate everybody that took the time to send an application in and put yourself out there. I know I've said thank you, but I really am thankful. I know that that can be really hard. So thank you again for putting yourself out there like that. And huge congratulations to our creative team. I'm really excited about these ladies. So they're going to start sharing their projects here really soon. Their new product boxes have just started to arrive to them. So you'll see them regularly starting in July. I might have a project or two from them before the end of the month. But this week, I'm going to introduce them to you on our social media, and as well share one of the projects that they submitted for their application. And it'll give you a chance to kind of get to know them and their style a little bit, and then you can follow them on social media as well. So follow along this week for that. You'll probably end up seeing something that we're doing in our yard again, because of course I've decided I'm going to be a gardener. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have a massive plot that has started to be dug up and built, and I have beautiful rocks coming this week that are all getting put in to hold up the 2 levels. Like, it's a 2-tier garden, you guys. I've never had a garden like, I've never even had like a 6 foot by 6 foot garden, and this one we'll measure it when it's all done, but I'm thinking it's probably somewhere around like 100 by 80 feet or something. It's massive, but I think it'll be really cool. I'm going to have tons of cut flowers and things in there once I learn how to grow them. But I have a book already started. I have a little sketchbook already started that I'm planning. So please send all your gardening tips my way. Anything that you think I need to know. I don't think we're going to have anything grown this year. I'm not that unrealistic. But next summer, whoo, it's going to be beautiful. I can see it already. So as long as I can get everything grown, right? Am I going to be carrying more stamps and dies? Most likely is the short answer. Probably not more dies, but yes to more stamps. But they're coming. There's more information I'm going to give you, but I'm not giving it to you right now. So yes, I'm going to carry some more stamps, but probably not more dies. But maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, hey, Erica. How are you? Yes, watch the replay. Go back and have a look. Yeah, go big or go home, right, Tanya? Yeah. Well, just get ready, Tanya, because I'm for sure going to be asking you for some tips and tricks, because I really, really don't have any idea what I'm doing. But I'm so excited about it. So I'll figure it out. Like, I'm going to pick everyone's brains that are these master gardeners, and I'm going to read, and I'm going to plan, and it's going to be amazing. But you know, one thing I'm really, really excited about for it, I'm going to be planting a ton of cut flowers. So the reason we did it honestly that big, when he started digging, I was like, oh, I think I want to have all these cut flowers. So I love having flowers in the house. I mean, we all do, right? So we have a huge section. I'm going to plant a bunch of cut flowers. So that's going to be really fun. I'm really excited to see that. So it'll be beautiful. Jamie, when does the store open? You know what? I don't have a date. I know it keeps getting pushed back. Honestly, this spring with Alex really kind of set me back on my time, which is obviously totally fine. We're almost there. There's a lot of landscaping that we want to get finished before, just so that it's nice and easy for you guys to just walk around the corner. So we're working on that throughout this month. The inside is practically ready. I just need to give it a few more days. I've got a wall of wallpaper that I need to put up. And we've got a little bit of finishing painting. All of the baseboards and crown molding went in, but they have to be painted. The floor needs to be cleaned. It's a concrete floor, so we're just like polishing it up. And then I just need to start filling it. So I'm thinking July, realistically, Jamie. Scott's coming home the end of June, which I'm super excited about, finally, after 6 months of being away again. So I kind of wanted him to come home and help me with a couple of things. So sometime in July, but I will for sure tell you, trust me. I mean, I'm posting tons of video and stuff, so I'll be keeping you along for the ride. It'll be soon. Oh, Allison, I'm so excited for, yeah, exactly. Like, I just think it's gonna be so much fun. I'm already having fun just even planning it, and I can see how it's going to look next year, as long as everything grows. I don't see why it wouldn't, but, oh, that's great, Sarah. Oh, do you have a cut flower garden? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to be picking your brain as well. I just think it's going to be fun. Like, we have lots of flowers throughout the yard just anyway, like little things that we've planted. And we cut them and bring them in the house, and I love it. But I think a cut flower garden will be just so fun. And I actually have a friend that I met actually through this industry. She is up island from us, and she is a cut flower farmer. Like, actually, it's like her full-time job. Her flowers, I want to remember what the name of it is. If I remember, I'll post it so you guys can follow her. She's incredibly talented, but she does like farms the flowers and then does the bouquets for weddings and things like that. So she's super talented. So, and I've been following along with her journey. So yeah, just one more thing, right? My parents actually last week, my dad was like, wow, you've really created a lot of work for yourself. And I'm like, I know, but it's so fun. Like, I think it's going to be so fun. So yes, I'll probably be talking about it a lot and asking for advice. So anyway, well, that's all I got for you guys. So thanks for scrapbooking along with me today, and go check out those creative kits. Watch for the change in the cardstock. That's going to be really fun for you guys to be able to add more colors to your stash at home. And make sure you post. Make sure you post your page based on today's sketch and get your name drawn or entered into the draw for the stamp and die set. Okay? Thanks again, you guys. Love hanging out with you, and I'll see you again next week. Okay? Bye.